Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining us today for the Capital Area School Development Association Virtual College Fair. Just a few housekeeping notes before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your cameras and microphones are off, so the panelists can't see or hear you. And this presentation is being recorded. It'll be available within about a week at strivescan.com/CASDANY. You can see the address there on the screen that I am sharing. I've gotten the housekeeping announcements out of the way, so I will step out of the way and turn it over to our first presentation from the representative from Johnson & Wales University.
Thanks, Russ. I appreciate it. And I'm just going to share my screen with you all and get my presentation going. While we're waiting on that presentation, my name is Mike Belizzi. I'm an admissions representative for Johnson & Wales University, and wherever you may be joining us from today, however you may be joining us, thanks for making us a part of your day here. Happy spring to everyone. And for those of you, wherever you are in the application process or looking to find more information about Johnson & Wales, I welcome you and thanks for making us a part of your day, as I mentioned before. Johnson & Wales, we were founded in 1914 by two women before women even had the right to vote in the country. And over the course of time, we've developed into 2 campus locations with more than 10,000 students in our university system at both the Providence, Rhode Island and Charlotte, North Carolina campus locations. Unique fact about Johnson & Wales is when you apply to Johnson & Wales, you do apply to one campus location of your choice. If you're accepted, you can go to any of the campuses you want at any time in our university system, which a lot of our students take advantage of. So right off the bat, little unlike most traditional colleges or universities you may look at. So we're really happy about affording our students an opportunity with some flexibility. This is just a couple shots of our Providence campus. You can see on the tops of your screen that those pictures represent our Harborside campus location, which is home to our Culinary Arts and Food Innovation Technology program, as well as our athletics facilities. On the bottom of the screen, you can actually see in the bottom right-hand corner what you see behind me. I'm not there, unfortunately, but that's our Down City campus location. That houses 5 of our 6 colleges on campus. And in particular, Johnson & Wales has 6 colleges in our university system. We have a College of Arts and Sciences, College of Business, Engineering and Design, Health and Wellness, Hospitality Management, and as I mentioned before, our College of Food Innovation and Technology. The Providence campus in particular has approximately 7,000 students. These students represent 57 countries and 51 states and territories within the United States. More than half of our students live on campus. And with the Providence campus in particular, as I mentioned, about 7,000 students, all of which our major programming is offered at our Providence campus. We're approximately 55 minutes from Boston, Massachusetts, and about 2.5 hours from New York City. There's about 30,000 college students in the city of Providence as well. As we switch over to our Charlotte campus is a little bit smaller. We have about 1,500 students at our Charlotte campus. And those students come from 9 countries and 38 states. Approximately 2/3 of our students do live on campus at this time at the Charlotte, North Carolina campus, and that campus spreads across 15 acres of land. We do have university-wide a pretty comparable faculty to student ratio, as you may see with other colleges and universities, approximately 18:1. I always say it's big enough here at Johnson & Wales where you're going to meet new people every day, but small enough where you're going to be known on a first name basis with your faculty and staff and even students in your classroom as well. Some of our programming, I mentioned the different colleges that we offer here at Johnson & Wales. I will tell you as part of our application process, all of these programs are test optional at this time. So we do not require test scores, but we do have some accelerated tracks and even offer graduate degree programming in the majority of these programs right now. So the application process for anybody that is interested in Johnson & Wales is pretty straightforward. You can apply one of 3 ways, either through the common application, our own online application, or the paper application. All we really need from you is a high school transcript. As I mentioned, test scores are optional, a personal statement is optional, and even letters of recommendation are optional at this time. Our early action process for students thinking about applying for the following cycle or the following fall, if you apply by November 1st, we get you a decision by Thanksgiving. And typically our regular admissions deadline is March 1st. We've actually extended that out this year to the end of July. So if anybody's joining us on the line today thinking about applying for the fall of 2021, you have until the 4th of July to do so. We also do a holistic application review and reward students for transfer credit with any colleges or community colleges locally that they're taking classes through. This is just my contact information. I know that this presentation is brief, so feel free to take down my information. I will just point out that we are offering in-person tours at this time to students. And we're also offering our own virtual events available directly on our website throughout the course of the weekdays and even weekends as we move forward in the application process. But wherever you folks end up, I certainly wish you the best of luck on behalf of Johnson & Wales and our admissions staff. And really thank you for the opportunity to be with you today, wherever you may be joining us, as I mentioned before, and hope to talk to you soon and hopefully see you at a college fair soon in person. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I'll mention once again for all of our attendees, if you have questions of any of our presenters, use the Q&A button. You can do that at any time. If your question is for a specific school, just make sure to name the school in your question so that they know it's directed at them. Up next, we will hear from the representative from Goldey-Beacom College.
Okay, hello everyone. Thank you for coming out today. I represent Goldey-Beacom College. So a little bit about our school. We are located in Wilmington, Delaware. So as you can see on the map, we're a little under an hour from Philadelphia, a little over an hour from Baltimore, Washington, D.C. and New York are about 2.5 hours. You can see Atlantic City is about an hour and 40 from us. So we're kind of in the middle of everything. Some fun facts about the school. So our student to faculty ratio is 20:1. We have 25 different degree options, 41 if you are including our master's degrees. 54% of our freshmen live on campus. With that being said, freshmen can have a car on campus. There is no additional charge for that. One of the nice things about having a car on campus is we have a 3-day weekend every single weekend. So we do not offer Friday classes ever. We are Division II in athletics, and we have 13 different sports teams. This slide has a list of all of our majors. So our most popular majors are in business. All the white are our concentrations. We also are very popular in psychology. Human services and communication and media are a newer degree for us as well. This one just has a list of all of our sports teams. So as I mentioned before, we are Division II. We are part of the CACC conference. We have men's and women's basketball, cross country, soccer, and track and field. And then we have women's volleyball, tennis, softball, and men's baseball and golf. As far as our application, we have a free application. This can be done right on our website. The only thing that we will request is for your high school transcripts, as well as your SAT and ACT scores. So starting in the fall of 2021, we have actually cut our tuition in half. So our tuition will be $12,750, and this is for 30 credit hours, so 5 courses. This is our merit scholarship grid. So this is how we award our scholarship based on GPA and SAT scores. So kind of wherever you fall into this grid is what you would be awarded. At this time, we are currently still accepting students without those test scores. This is just an overview of our campus. We do have 5 different residence halls on campus. We have the Fulmer Center, so we are a little bit on the smaller side. So all of your courses are actually held in one building. Super convenient when it's freezing outside or you don't like waking up for your 8:30 a.m. class. You just walk right over to the Fulmer Center. Our Jones Center houses our library, our fitness center, the gym, the cafeteria, and our student center. This is brand new. So this is our dining facility. This is all you care to eat. They have brick oven pizza, Starbucks, and they also have grab and go options. For freshmen, we have 2 different options as far as living on campus. So this one is Leach Hall. This is an apartment, so 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a kitchen and a living room. Each apartment houses 4 students. Next is Fronta Hall. So this was built, opened up in August. So this is more of your dorm. We have doubles and singles. There's study lounges on every floor, single-use restrooms, and lounges on every floor as well. This is located in our Jones Center. So this is student affairs. So these are the guys that you'll get involved with on campus. They hold different events. We have comedians, musicians, karaoke nights. And then as you can see on the right, we have clubs and organizations. One nice thing about being a smaller college is if there's something that you don't see on that list and there's something that you want to create, that is always an option. This is career services. So we do have a great career services on our campus. They work with students as far as helping them set up their resume, cover letters. They do mock interviews. And what you're seeing, this is similar to a college fair, but with different businesses. So we hold 2 of these each year. So all these different businesses come on campus. Some of them will hire right on the spot. Some of them you'll meet with and they'll set up an interview for the future. But this is something that you can go to as early as your freshman year. We are also holding information sessions on campus. So if you're interested in coming to see campus, you would sign up right on our website. They are held on one Saturday every month, except for the month of May. So if that's something that you're interested in, like I said, you can fill this out right on our website. This is just a QR code that will take you right to the application. I'll also drop my contact information into the chat if you do have any questions. And thank you all for coming out today.
Thank you very much. And again, questions can be directed using the Q&A button. You can do that at any time. And if it's for a specific school, mention the school in the question so they know it's for them. Up next, we will hear from the representative from University at Albany, SUNY.
Hello, everyone. My name is Marcia Hoyt-King, and I'm an Associate Director here in the Office of Undergraduate Admissions at UAlbany. I'd like to welcome you all to our presentation. We are a comprehensive public university in upstate New York, which is also the capital of New York. We are considered to be mid-sized, not too big, not too small, undergraduate population of 13,000. We also have 11,000 faculty members. We are also considered to be, our student ratio is 18:1. This is probably not gonna mirror all your classes, but certainly it's just the average. We have our class size, or the average class size, is 30:1, and this varies from program to program. And it also depends on your, whether you're in your first year, they tend to be a little larger, but then when you get into your discipline, classes tend to get smaller. This is just an overview of our campus, so it gives you an idea of what our campus looks like currently. We have 50 undergraduate minors, and if you were to include majors, minors, and the opportunity to do interdisciplinary programs, you probably have over 150 to choose from. We also have 150 graduate programs. So if you like Albany, you decide to stay, you can actually, hopefully you'll find a program, a master's program that suits your needs. Within everything, as I mentioned, mid-sized school, we have, this is just a list of our majors broken down by colleges. So we have 9 different schools or colleges. In addition to those, we also have pre-professional programs. So if you have an interest in a career in the medical field or going on to pre-law, going on to law school, we can assist you with that through our strong pre-health and pre-law advising program. We also have an honors college for high achieving students. So if you think that that's something that you may be interested in, certainly you have that option here. In regards to our location, we're upstate New York. We're very close to major cities, like 3 hours from Boston, 2 hours and 50 minutes from New York City. We are in, as I mentioned, the capital of New York. So it does allow our students a lot of great opportunities as it pertains to internships and, lots of other, things, cultural events and things like that within the capital region. This is if you were to take a helicopter ride on our campus and look down above. The academic podium is this huge rectangular structure in front of you. This building right here is our administration building. This is where the admissions office is located, School of Business. And our residential facilities, our campus is very compact. So these are, the academic podium is right in the middle, and then we're surrounded by the residential living areas. Now, we do have living learning communities, which is a great opportunities for students who may think Albany is a great opportunity, has a lot to offer, but the size may be a little intimidating as first. Then we would encourage you to join a living learning community where you can work with other students that share similar interests or major in a smaller environment. So your class is very easy for you to interact and engage with other students that you're comfortable with. So in addition to that, we also have over 300 plus clubs and organizations. We're also a Division I school. So if you are an athlete and you're being recruited by a coach, is obviously a great accomplishment. We, in addition to that, our Division I teams, we also have intramurals and club sports as well. So students can still get involved on a number of different levels. In regards to our application, there's a $50 fee. We have the common application and the SUNY app. Either one is fine. You can fill out either one that works best for you. Our admissions profile, we're about a B+, solid B+ average. And as you can see, an 89 to 95 GPA or 3.4 to 3.8 SATs. Although we are test optional currently, but whether or not we'll go back to that for fall 2022, we're still uncertain. But I would encourage you, if you have an opportunity to take SATs or ACTs, please go ahead and do that. And those are pretty much our average ranges. Our application for this fall, because of COVID, as I mentioned, you were able to be test optional. We also have the option for you to apply early action, which you apply early, you get a decision early, or our regular application deadline is February, and you have until May 1st to commit. And early action, as others have mentioned, it is non-binding, so you can apply to as many schools as you would like early action. For in-state residents, our tuition, room, board, and fees is a little under $25,000 a year. And with that, you also have the opportunity to apply for financial aid. We use the FAFSA, and about 80% of our undergraduate students do receive some kind of need-based financial aid. Now, we also have the opportunity for you to visit campus. We have campus tours. We have information sessions, virtual tours, information sessions. We also have in-person tours that you can sign up for. So I recommend that you visit our website at www.albany.edu, where you can find all the information. If you wanted to meet one-on-one with a counselor, you can also do that. And I look forward, hopefully, to hearing from you all, hopefully in a chat. Anyone that's interested in Albany, please feel free to reach out. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you very much. And as mentioned, use the Q&A anytime you'd like to ask questions of any of our presenters. And if it's for a specific one, as I mentioned, just go ahead and mention the school name in your question so they know it's for them. Up next, we'll hear from the representative from Herkimer College.
Yes, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Bill Zeiter. I'm one of the admissions counselors at Herkimer College. I believe that is, yeah, so my territory is primarily the capital region and downstate. So if you do end up applying or you already have applied, I will be the one that will be in main contact with you. So my PowerPoint here is just going to go over some general information in regards to the college. We are one of these SUNY community colleges in the state of New York.
Real quick before you get, sorry to interrupt, kind of a voice from nowhere here. We're not seeing your PowerPoint.
Oh, hold on one sec. Oh, here we go. Sorry, my fault on that.
No worries. We're seeing
That
it
should be-
now.
Okay, yep. Okay, so yes, what was I saying here? Yes, we are one of the community colleges in the State University of New York system. We are one of the more of the smaller of the community colleges, so roughly about 2,500 students. Obviously, the community colleges go much higher than that, but we're a nice small community college. We are ranked within the top community colleges in the nation based off our student success and graduation rates. Also top 150 by the Aspen Institute as well. So as I mentioned, the size of our enrollment, these are based off fall 2019 statistics. The 2,500 students does also include our College Now students. That is basically for those that are in Herkimer County. They are able to take courses in their high school, which can be applicable to other institutions as well. You do get that one-on-one attention with your professors, roughly about 20 to 22 for your average classroom size. Some of your labs, those are definitely less than 20 students per classroom. Our faculty are very good here. Our student support services, we really take to our students when it comes to making sure you succeed and not fail. So when it comes to our programs, we are very big on the criminal justice, liberal arts, and business sector of things. We also do have some areas in education, healthcare and services, and then the STEM as well. So when it comes to financially, this obviously is based off of the newer guidelines. So 2020 to 2021 academic year, 80% of our students do receive some form of financial aid. You can actually apply for the FAFSA, so it's fafsa.gov, beginning October 1st. So those students that are seniors, you can obviously apply for that now, but if you're a junior, you can apply this October for next year. Our financial aid, obviously the cost on this is for the total of everything. Our financial aid office does our award packages typically the end of March, early April, so that does a nice breakdown of what you get qualified for. And then also if there's work study in there, and then also that there's opportunities on campus to work. So different offices do have pretty much an application process. So you can definitely work in numerous areas in the college and then off campus as well. So when it comes to our support services, we have a lot of options when it comes to that. Our academic support center, we do have a free tutoring mentoring program. Even if you are really good in a certain subject area, you can also become a tutor mentor to obviously help other students. We do have an academic advising center where they will be scheduling you for your classes every single semester. The first year, the admissions counselors are the ones that schedule your classes, but after that, it does get done through an academic advisor. You know, we're pretty much unlike a lot of other colleges where it's like, you know, you're an adult now, here's what you got to take. You are to schedule classes on your own. We like to take that obviously a step further and making sure that you're getting into the right classes and you're not taking anything unnecessary. Our counseling center, we do offer obviously free counseling for students as well. It's all part of your tuition fees. We do have career, transfer, and then also mental personal counseling as well. So living on campus, we do have 3 resident hall complexes. They do vary in price. Typically your first year, you're looking at Campus Meadows or College Hill. Your second year, you'll be in Reservoir Run. Due to COVID restrictions, we have had students living on campus, but typically your first year, you're looking with another individual. But after that, you're in a single room. But for your first year for the fall, we are looking at probably single rooms again. So you could basically have a room for the 2 years just by yourself. but you're still looking about 3 to 4 guys or girls per apartment complex. And they do have all the amenities in those. There's refrigerator, dishwasher, and then microwave, and obviously your couch, chair, and dining room too. When it comes to clubs, organizations, we roughly have 45, 50 of those, and also the intramural sports, those do change. But obviously it is really nice to get involved on campus. Our sports, we are very big on our sports team, so 20 varsity and 2 junior varsity teams, and 60 national championships for NJCAA Division III. When it comes to our application, very easy process. Go to herkimer.edu/apply. Just free application right on the website. We do need your official high school transcript or a GED with test scores. And then if you are doing any college coursework, our registrar's office would need those official transcripts as well to award you credit. And then obviously follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Thank you all very much. Have a great day.
Thank you very much. Again, questions, use the Q&A button to ask of any of our representatives. For a specific school, just name the school in your question. Up next, we will hear from the representative from Syracuse University.
Hey, welcome everyone. My name is Tammy Blue Wolf Kennedy, one of the admissions counselors at SU. I'm also the Native American liaison. Let me just share my screen here. Hold on 1 second. Technology, right? So we have a community of a little over 15,000 undergraduate students. And I just wanted to show you a couple of pictures of campus to see what it looks like. Here's a nice fall picture. You can see the dome there in the back that's just recently been renovated, put a whole new roof on. It actually has air conditioning, which I'm super excited about. So just to give you an idea of where we are and where the students that come to SU are coming from, we are in central New York, and we are right in the heart of Haudenosaunee territory on Onondaga Nation lands. You'll be living in a residential campus right in the city of Syracuse. We're not a closed campus. So the Syracuse itself is a medium-sized city, so you're going to have easy access to restaurants and the 6th largest mall in America, and shopping and museums. So you're really going to get kind of the best of both worlds, a really kind of small school feel with big school kind of opportunities for internships and research. Our student to faculty ratio is about 15:1. Our classes average around 20 to 30 students, but of course, the further you get into your program, the smaller those classes are going to become. But you're going to be part of a very diverse student body, ethnically, geographically, socioeconomically. So you're going to get a wide mix of students to enjoy your academic experience with. So as you can see here, we have a lot to offer. We have 9 different undergraduate colleges, 2 graduate colleges, a part-time college, and we have over 200 majors and 100 different minors. There's a lot to choose from. This is a good place if you're still kind of thinking about what you want to do. There's a lot of options, and our academics are intentionally flexible so that you can really kind of build your own academic experience and pull in classes from across colleges and programs that are going to fit your needs. It's very easy to double major, tack on a minor, take your electives again across colleges and programs. We are an R1 research university. We're one of only about 130 colleges in the United States that has that designation. So you will have a multitude of opportunities to do an internship, to do a research project in your field or in a field you think you might be interested in. It doesn't have to be necessarily related to your program. A lot of these opportunities are located locally, so you could technically like walk down the road to one of your internships or one of your research projects. This is one of the things that we really push our students to do, is to be able to engage these kinds of opportunities as soon as you come in as a freshman, so you don't have to wait until the end of your program, so that you can really get this hands-on work experience in the field that you're interested in. We also have a fabulous study abroad program. We have 5 sites that we own and operate ourselves around the world, but we also have partnerships with about 60 other colleges. So essentially you can study your field kind of anywhere in the world that you want. We have short-term programs, semester-long programs. So it really kind of depends on how you build it into your schedule. And there's no limit to how many times you can go if you'd like. So again, we have a very diverse student body. We are normally a very active campus. Of course, everything is kind of virtual right now, but we are intending to open campus in the fall completely, of course, within safety guidelines. This picture down here with the crowd is a picture of our students in the dome, again, pre-COVID, but this is really kind of what our normal looks like, and we're really anxious to get back to normal, which I'm sure everyone else is too. We also have the Barnes Center at the Arch. This is an integrated state-of-the-art health and wellness center with everything that you could possibly need to be healthy and happy in your mind and body. We're really treating the whole student there. And we also have our Shine Student Center, which is the hub of life on campus. This is, of course, is where one of our main dining halls is, but this is also where our intercultural collective is. This is, we moved all of our different cultural centers into one location. So Office of Multicultural Affairs is here, the Disability Cultural Center, the LGBT Cultural Center, all in one location. So it's easier for our students to get the supports that they need. So I know I flew through that really, really fast. What it takes to actually apply to SU, you will need the common application. If you're interested in applying early decision, the deadline is November 15th and regular decision is January 1st. We do a very holistic application review. So it's not just one piece of your application that's really going to be a make or break thing. We really encourage you on the common application to list a first choice college as well as a second choice college. There's also an SU chooses box where if you answer yes to that, that gives us permission to give you an alternate offer to one of our other colleges and programs if we think that might be a better fit for you. We do offer personal interviews. They are not mandatory, but if you would like to do one, we can accommodate that. We also offer merit awards and financial aid, of course. And I would really encourage you to go to our website to check out some of our virtual opportunities to learn more. And here is my contact information. I'll take a snapshot real fast, but I'll put my email in the chat box for you. And thank you for listening. Hope to see you soon.
Thank you very much. And Tammy mentioned the chat, and look for that. Look for contact info and links coming to you from the representatives in the chat. And if you have questions for any of our representatives, just use the Q&A button. Up next, we will hear from the College of New Jersey.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Okay, let me start my timer. Thank you so much for coming here today, and I hope you're having a good afternoon. So we are the College of New Jersey. I am Christina Fasulo. I specifically work with New York students such as yourself and or Connecticut students. So if you're from Connecticut, I would love to get in contact with you. So specifically about the College of New Jersey, if you haven't heard about us before, we're the #1 public college for about medium-sized students, roughly between 5,000 to 10,000 students in the Northeast region of the United States as per US News. And Money Magazine did rate us the best bang for your buck in 2018, 2019, and in 2020. So real exciting stuff. That is why we have that high value you'll see in our institution. We are a public school, but we have a lot of resources that you would find in a private institution. So something that we really commend ourselves on for sure. So specifically stating, we have roughly about 7,000 students, again, right in between that 5 to 10,000. Our average class size is 21 students. I'm an alum. I can speak and attest to this. My largest class size was roughly 26, 27 students for a micro class, and my smallest class size was roughly 6 students for dynamic web application class. So very specific, very interesting. So for every 13 students, we have one faculty member, which is really exciting because not one faculty member is too inundated with the amount of students that they have. So they can really hone in on you as a student and your needs, which is exciting. And one of my favorite statistics that I'll share on this slide is that we do have a 94% retention rate. So students from first year to second year are returning back to TCNJ. And for a state school, specifically in New Jersey, more than anything, that statistic roughs you around 66%. So every third student is not returning back to campus that following year, which is really exciting that we have such happy students on campus. A little bit pillars about TCNJ beyond the classroom. Students will get involved with their community locally. We get very tied in with Trenton. We love to give back as an institution. Students who are involved with more of the sciencey majors will get involved with conferences and competitions. So you could get involved with students and peers that are in your career field. We also have internship opportunities specifically within a career center, or commonly you would talk to your faculty advisor or any professors or even alumni who are able to pass off any internship opportunities, co-ops, or even jobs in the summer as well. So roughly TCNJ students will graduate with at least 2 internships underneath their belt. We do have leadership opportunities. 50% of our students are involved in leaderships to some capacity on campus. Research and creative collaboration. We have a 6-week program for our science majors, which is called Muse. You get to work with a faculty member one-on-one. You get to put your name at the end if they publish work, if they get to go and work on a grant project. So real exciting. We have study abroad opportunities. We have over 50 different countries that students can go and study abroad, whether it's a whole year or 3 weeks in the winter. Definitely something that a lot of students love to get involved with. We have 7 different academic schools within our institution. Within those 7 academic schools, we have over 50 different majors, which are outlined here. And within some of these academic schools, you'll see that they have a little asterisk, which means you can be undeclared within that specific school. So let's say you're interested in finance or accounting, but you're not too sure. You could come in as an undeclared business major and kind of find your niche from there, which is really exciting. We have over 250 different clubs on campus. We have everything from academic and career to club sports, fraternity and sorority life, media and performance, honor societies, whatever it may be. We definitely have so many different things for you to get involved in. We are a D3 institution for sports. So if you're my athletics type out there, definitely, I highly encourage you to reach out to our coaches and tell them that you're involved with a specific sport. Here's the ones that are outlined specifically for our NCAA D3 type, but this does not include our club sports. And I believe I skipped over all the slides on how to apply, but you can commonly apply through the Common App or the Coalition app. It does not matter. Whatever way works best for you. We only have 2 ways that you can apply. It's early decision and regular decision. Early decision deadline 1 is November 1st. Early decision 2 deadline is January 1st. And a regular decision deadline is February 1st. And this is our website, admissions.tcnj.edu. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, which is TCNJ_admissions. And I will also leave my contact information in the chat, so you can ask me any questions you may have about TCNJ.
Thank you very much. And I'm going to ask each of our representatives to come back on camera and to turn on their microphones, because we're going to do a quick little Q&A in the 5 minutes we've got left, and use that opportunity to get a little value added for those of you who are attending live, plus those who are accessing this via the recording. And we'll have you answer in the same question, or in the same order rather, that you presented. And the first question you can see on the screen here: what advice would you give someone going through the college search process right now? And we'll start with Johnson and Wales University.
Well, thanks, Russ, and thanks to all the presenters. I would say for those going through the process, the college search process, to use all your resources available to you, whether it is the people on the line, your counselors, your teachers, your community members, those in your family. There have been those that have been through the process before you. And while things are changing so fluidly in our world and society today, we'd like to think that there are those still looking to help others in this world today too, that have been through the process. So use those resources, utilize them as best as you can, and you'll be better for it in the end, for sure.
Goldey-Beacom College.
Yeah, just to follow up with that, just make sure that you ask questions. I know it can seem like a scary process, but we're all here to help. So just make sure you use your resources and make sure that you're asking questions. No question will go unanswered.
Albany SUNY.
Yes, thank you. I would definitely recommend, especially with COVID happening, please keep up with the websites for all the schools, because all our information and updated information will be out there, as well as if you have an opportunity to visit campuses or they're offering visits, please take advantage of that opportunity. Thank you.
Herkimer College.
Yeah, kind of based on what everybody else kind of has said thus far. I'm actually on the scholarship committee, and one of my biggest kind of pet peeves is what students really lack is really community involvement. Get involved as much as you can, whether it being locally or county-wise. Do something. Just don't do anything. Even if you're playing a sport, get involved. Volunteering, anything to really kind of make you stand out. Not only does it help you get into schools, we at Herkimer pretty much are pretty much open to a whole bunch of students, but just getting really kind of involved to help you out. Both at community college, private school, or a SUNY school. So that's my recommendation.
Syracuse University.
So I guess the best thing I would advise you to do during your college search process really is to don't limit yourself. Don't worry about financial aid right off the hop. You won't know what your financial aid package is until you get admitted to a college. So when you find a college that has your program, apply to that college. Don't look at it like there's no way my family can afford this, because you won't know until you get your financial aid package. So just, again, don't limit yourself. And the other thing that I would suggest is to really think about, instead of looking at it like, where am I going to fit in? Look for the college that is going to fit you and your interests and what your goals are. Just kind of switch that around. And that's where you're going to be most successful and most happy.
And College of New Jersey.
Yeah, Tammy, you said that very beautifully. I agree completely. I think it's all about keeping an open mind and definitely understanding maybe something that you thought was going to be perfect may not be exactly what you want in the moment. So that specifically happened to me. And that's the best advice I could say is just keep an open mind. You never know what's going to happen, and definitely do your research, similar to what my other panelists have said. Go out there, ask questions, maybe ask your neighbor, see what other people are thinking, and you never know what may turn up. So keep an open mind, and best of luck during the process.
Well, thank you all for sharing that great advice and also sharing all of the great information about each of your institutions. And I want to thank all of our attendees for joining us for this session. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording, as well as all of the other session recordings, at strivescan.com/CASDANY. You can see it there on the screen that I am sharing. Once again, thank you for joining us, and I want to thank all of our presenters for participating in the session and sharing all that great information. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. Take care.